everyone dreams of living a bigger life. Almost everyone wants financial freedom, meaningful success, confidence, respect, and the ability to wake up every morning with purpose instead of pressure. But if nearly everyone wants these things, why do so few people actually achieve them? Is it because successful people are born with extraordinary intelligence? Are they simply luckier than everyone else? Or do they understand something that most people never discover? The power of big thinking explores this question and reveals that the greatest limitation in life is rarely money, talent, education, or opportunity. The greatest limitation is the size of your thinking. Every remarkable achievement in history first existed as an idea inside someone's mind. Every great company, every life-changing invention, every inspiring leader, and every extraordinary success began with someone daring to think beyond what seemed possible. The moment you expand your thinking, you begin expanding your possibilities. Most people are defeated long before.
Healthy eating doesn't have to be boring. What if every meal was high in protein and under 500 calories? Discover 100 delicious, easy-to-make recipes for muscle building, weight loss, and everyday nutrition. For crazy discount, check pinned comment. Get your copy today and start your healthy journey.
Before they ever face the world, because they lose the battle inside their own minds. They constantly tell themselves they are not talented enough, not experienced enough, not wealthy enough, or simply not lucky enough to succeed. Over time, these thoughts become beliefs, and those beliefs shape every decision they make. Eventually, they create exactly the life they expected. Success begins the moment you stop allowing limiting beliefs to define your future. When you start believing that you are capable of learning, growing, adapting, and overcoming obstacles, your actions naturally begin to change. And when your actions change, your results follow. Thinking big does not simply mean dreaming about a luxurious lifestyle or imagining success. It means developing the ability to see opportunities where others only see obstacles. Most people focus on problems because problems are obvious. Extraordinary people focus on solutions because solutions create progress. Every challenge carries within it the possibility of growth, but only those with a larger perspective are willing to search for it. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" they ask, "What can this situation teach me?" That simple shift transforms setbacks into stepping stones. Confidence is another essential part of big thinking. Many people believe confidence appears before action, but the truth is exactly the opposite. Confidence is built through action. Every promise you keep to yourself strengthens your belief in your own abilities. Every difficult task you complete proves that you are capable of more than you imagined. Over time, these small victories reshape your identity. You stop seeing yourself as someone who hopes for success and begin seeing yourself as someone who creates it. People with big thinking also understand the importance of ignoring unnecessary criticism. Every meaningful idea has faced doubt in the beginning. History is filled with individuals who were told their dreams were impossible, unrealistic, or foolish. If they had accepted those opinions as truth, the world would have missed many of its greatest achievements. You cannot allow other people's limited vision to become the boundary for your own future. Most people give advice based on their fears, not on your potential. Learning to trust your vision is one of the greatest forms of personal freedom. However, Thinking big without taking action changes nothing. Dreams remain dreams unless they are supported by consistent effort. Every day offers an opportunity to move one step closer to your goals. The progress may seem small, but small improvements, repeated consistently, produce extraordinary results over time. Success is rarely created by one giant leap. It is usually built through hundreds of small decisions made with patience, discipline, and persistence. The environment around you also shapes the size of your thinking. If you constantly surround yourself with negative people who complain about life, avoid responsibility, and fear every challenge, your own thinking will slowly become limited. But if you spend time learning from inspiring people, reading powerful ideas, and surrounding yourself with growth-minded individuals, your perspective begins to expand. You become what you repeatedly hear, believe, and practice. That is why protecting your mindset is just as important as protecting your physical health. Fear is not the greatest enemy of success. The greatest enemy is allowing fear to make your decisions. Every successful person has experienced uncertainty, self-doubt, and failure. The difference is that they refuse to let those emotions control their actions. They moved forward anyway. They understood that courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to act despite it. Big thinking also means creating value instead of chasing money alone. Money follows people who solve meaningful problems, improve lives, and contribute something valuable to the world. When your focus shifts from simply earning income to creating impact, opportunities begin to multiply naturally. At the end of the day, your future is not determined by your circumstances, but by the quality of your thinking. The life you build tomorrow depends on the decisions you make today, and those decisions are shaped by what you believe is possible. Every extraordinary achievement begins with one extraordinary thought. So never allow your current situation to define your future. Expand your vision, strengthen your belief, take consistent action, and refuse to think small. When your thinking grows, your confidence grows. When your confidence grows, your actions become bolder. And when your actions become bolder, your life begins to transform. That is the true power of big thinking. The power to turn an ordinary person into someone capable of achieving extraordinary things. Everyone has the same 24 hours in a day, yet some people build extraordinary lives, while others remain stuck in the same place for decades. The difference is rarely intelligence, education, or luck. More often, it is the quality of their daily decisions. Big thinkers understand something that average thinkers overlook. Every small choice shapes the future. A single decision may seem insignificant today, but repeated over months and years, it becomes the foundation of your identity. Success is never created in one dramatic moment. It is built quietly through consistent actions that most people ignore because the results are invisible at first. That is why patience is one of the greatest strengths of successful people. They are willing to work without immediate rewards because they understand that progress is happening beneath the surface. Just as a seed grows underground, long before anyone can see it, personal growth often remains invisible before it becomes obvious. Most people quit during this invisible stage because they mistake a lack of immediate results for a lack of progress. Big thinkers refuse to make that mistake. They continue moving forward because they trust the process more than temporary emotions. Another powerful principle is learning to think beyond your current circumstances. Your environment may influence your starting point, but it does not have to determine your destination. Many of history's most successful people began with very little. They faced rejection, financial struggles, criticism, and repeated failures. Yet they refused to allow their present reality to define what was possible. They focused on where they wanted to go instead of where they were standing. That shift in perspective changed everything. Your imagination is one of the most valuable assets you possess. Every innovation, every successful business, and every meaningful achievement began as an idea that someone refused to dismiss. Unfortunately, most people underestimate their imagination because they have been taught to think only about what already exists instead of what could exist. Big thinkers constantly ask themselves, how can this be improved? What opportunity am I missing? What problem can I solve? Those questions train the brain to recognize possibilities that others completely overlook. Success often belongs to the person who notices opportunities hidden inside ordinary situations. Another lesson is the importance of taking responsibility. Average thinkers blame circumstances, the economy, their background, or other people whenever life becomes difficult. Big thinkers ask a different question. Instead of asking, who is responsible? They ask, what can I do now? That mindset immediately returns power to them. Responsibility is not about blaming yourself for everything that happens. It is about accepting that your response to every situation is always within your control. The moment you stop waiting for someone else to change your life, you begin changing it yourself. Your habits also reflect the size of your thinking. People who think small often focus on comfort, entertainment, and short-term pleasure. People who think big invest in learning, discipline, health, relationships, and long-term growth. They understand that today's sacrifices become tomorrow's rewards. Reading one chapter every day may not seem important. Exercising for 30 minutes may not seem life-changing. Saving a small amount of money each month may appear insignificant. Yet these tiny actions, repeated consistently, completely transform a person's future. Great lives are rarely built by dramatic changes. They are built by ordinary habits, performed with extraordinary consistency. Another hidden secret of big thinking is learning to protect your focus. Modern life is filled with endless distractions. Social media, constant notifications, unnecessary comparisons, and endless entertainment compete for your attention every minute of the day. Big thinkers recognize that attention is one of the most valuable forms of wealth. Whatever receives your attention eventually shapes your future. If you constantly focus on negativity, your thinking becomes negative. If you focus on growth, learning, and opportunity, your mind begins searching for ways to improve your life. Protecting your attention is protecting your future. Equally important is the courage to outgrow old identities. Many people remain trapped because they continue introducing themselves through their past failures. They say they are shy, unlucky, average, or simply not the type of person who succeeds. These labels become invisible prisons. Big thinkers refuse to define themselves by yesterday's limitations. They understand that identity is not fixed. Every day offers an opportunity to become someone stronger, wiser, and more capable than the person they were before. Growth begins the moment you stop asking whether you can change and start acting like someone who already has. Gratitude also plays a surprisingly powerful role in big thinking. Gratitude does not mean pretending life is perfect. It means recognizing the opportunities, lessons, strengths, and resources you already possess while continuing to pursue greater goals. A grateful mind remains calm under pressure, learns faster from failure, and avoids the bitterness that destroys ambition. People who constantly complain rarely notice opportunities because their attention is fixed on problems. People who practice gratitude develop the emotional strength needed to continue moving forward even when life becomes difficult. Finally, remember that success is not measured only by money or recognition. True success is becoming the kind of person who is capable of creating value wherever they go. Wealth can disappear, careers can change, and circumstances can shift unexpectedly. But a powerful mindset remains with you forever. Once you learn how to think bigger, solve problems, lead yourself with discipline, and believe in possibilities beyond your current reality, no setback can permanently defeat you. Every challenge becomes another lesson. Every failure becomes another teacher. And every victory becomes another reminder that your greatest limitation was never the world around you. It was always the limits you placed upon your own thinking. The moment those limits disappear, an entirely new future becomes possible. That is the lasting power of big thinking. It does not simply change your goals. It changes the person you become while pursuing them. And that transformation is the greatest success anyone can ever achieve. Success also depends on the people you choose to become close to. Human beings naturally absorb the attitudes, beliefs, and habits of those around them. If you spend your time with people who constantly complain, avoid responsibility, and believe that success belongs only to lucky individuals, you will slowly begin thinking the same way. On the other hand, when you surround yourself with people who believe in growth, discipline, learning, and possibility, your own standards begin to rise. This does not mean you must leave everyone behind. It simply means you must protect your mindset from voices that repeatedly encourage you to settle for less than you are capable of becoming. Every conversation either expands your thinking or quietly limits it. Another lesson of big thinking is learning to make decisions instead of endlessly waiting for certainty. Most people delay important decisions because they fear making mistakes. They believe they need more information, better timing, or complete confidence before taking action. But confidence rarely comes before action. It comes after action. Every successful person has made decisions without having all the answers. They understood that waiting forever is often a greater risk than making an imperfect decision. Mistakes can be corrected. Lost time cannot. Every year spent waiting for the perfect opportunity is a year that can never be recovered. Big thinkers also understand that discipline is far more valuable than motivation. Motivation is emotional. It changes from day to day. Some mornings you feel inspired, while on others you feel tired, distracted, or discouraged. If your success depends entirely on motivation, your progress will always be inconsistent. Discipline, however, allows you to keep moving regardless of how you feel. It teaches you to honor your commitments even when excitement disappears. The people who achieve extraordinary results are not always the most motivated. They are the most consistent. Learning never stops for someone who thinks big. The world changes every day. Technology evolves, Industries transform, and new opportunities appear constantly. Those who stop learning eventually become comfortable with outdated knowledge, while those who remain curious continue growing throughout their lives. Every book you read, every skill you develop, every conversation you have with someone wiser than yourself becomes another investment in your future. Knowledge compounds just like money. The more you learn, the better decisions you make, and the better your decisions become, the greater your results. One of the greatest enemies of progress is comparison. In today's world, it is easy to compare your life with someone else's highlight reel. You see their achievements, but not their struggles. You see their victories, but not the years of hard work that came before them. Big thinkers refuse to measure their lives against someone else's timeline. Instead, they compare today's version of themselves with yesterday's version. Real success is becoming slightly better every single day. Small improvements may appear insignificant, but over months and years they create extraordinary transformation. Resilience is another quality that separates extraordinary people from average ones. Life will test every dream. There will be rejection, disappointment, criticism, and unexpected setbacks. These moments are not signs that you should stop. They are opportunities to discover how committed you truly are. Every obstacle teaches patience, creativity, courage, or persistence. People who think small often see obstacles as proof that success is impossible. People who think big see obstacles as part of the journey. They understand that every challenge strengthens the character needed to handle greater success in the future. Never underestimate the power of your words. The conversations you have with yourself every day shape your reality. If you repeatedly tell yourself that life is unfair, that success is impossible, or that you are not capable enough, your mind begins searching for evidence to prove those beliefs correct. But if you replace those thoughts with empowering questions and positive action, your brain starts looking for opportunities instead of excuses. Your future is heavily influenced by the story you choose to tell yourself today. As this journey comes to an end, remember one simple truth. Your circumstances may influence your beginning, but they do not decide your ending. Every extraordinary life starts with an ordinary person who chooses to think differently. Think beyond your fears. Think beyond your excuses. Think beyond the limits that others have placed on you. Every great achievement begins with a single decision to believe that something bigger is possible. The moment you expand your thinking, you expand your future. The life you dream about is not created by chance. It is created by the thoughts you choose, the actions you repeat, and the courage you show every single day. That is the true power of big thinking, and it is a power that already exists within you.